should Clemson rotate quarterbacks and give Taisun Phommachanh a chance to show what he can do on the field? We'll talk about that. Before we get into the video, make sure you like our video and you subscribe to the channel over on YouTube, or you follow us over on Facebook. And don't forget to check out our live show on the radio, 105.5 The Roar, every Thursday night, 7 p.m. And follow me over on Twitter at The Morgan T Show. All right, so we're going to get in the video here. Let's get in the discussion. Tony Elliott recently spoke to the media, and a lot of fans have been asking, why isn't Taisun Phommachanh, the backup quarterback for Clemson, getting an opportunity? Clemson recently had a game against North Carolina State where they went 7-3 and outs and never attempted to allow Taisun to do something or to be in the game to see what he could do. Since then, Clemson has gotten slightly better every single game. But after the Syracuse game, there continued to be more questions of why isn't the backup quarterback at least getting a shot? If he's healthy, why isn't he getting a shot? All right, so he was asked about this, he meaning Tony Elliott. And this is a quote that we have. I'm reading this, thankfully, quoted from one of my favorite sites, TigerNet. DJ has done what we've asked him to do. He's played better each week, so I think he's improving. And we wanted to get, you saw in the first drive, we wanted to get Taisun in there. We want to have a little bit of a package for him, he said. But then, as the game goes on, you get into that dogfight. And so DJ is doing well. He's playing well. I don't want to disrupt what he has going on. But obviously for us, Taisun is a guy we believe can help us in certain situations. And in his role will expand as we go forward. So let's unpack that a little bit. At the beginning, Tony Elliott mentions that, hey, he's going to... He wants to get Taisun in there more, but he also is kind of pulled apart because he wants to keep DJ in there if they're in the dogfight because he believes that DJ is their best opportunity or best option to win the game, but that he also is trying to find ways to have a specific package for him, Taisun, and then use him more as the games or as the season goes on. Now, as we know, back on April 3rd, Phommachanh tore his Achilles, so he has not had even a full year of recovery yet, which when you look up this type of injury, you know that it typically takes people about a year. Now we're looking at April, May, June, July, August, September, October. We're looking at 6 months of recovery time. That's not a lot of time. That's half the time of what you would normally expect. Now, I know that the athletes at Clemson are not normal athletes, but it still is a concern. On the flip side, though, I'm a big Clemson advocate here, a Morgan's advocate. I don't like to say devil's advocate, but I'm a big Morgan's advocate here to look at both sides of the story. He is out there playing. He is medically allowed to play from the doctors that are way smarter than me, and he is getting tackled most recently around the ankles. So if that is situations that he gets put in and they're okay with, then it must not be a medical holdback. It must not be. Now, if you look at Taisun, is he someone that is even capable of doing more than just kind of riding the bench or calling plays from the sideline? Well, so far in 2021, he's gone 7 out of 10 for 75 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception versus South Carolina State. And the South Carolina State touchdown was the first of his career, and it came in the same end zone that he tore his ACL. This is per Clemson. And he briefly played in a reserve role at North Carolina State, rushed for once for 2 yards against Syracuse. Before 2001, he's completed 11 of 29 passes for 73 yards, rushed for 81 yards on 19 carries in 86 snaps overall. Now, before Clemson overall, he was among, according to the Clemson website, among the top quarterbacks in the nation, ranked as the 166th best overall player in the nation by ESPN, who also call him the number 1 player in Connecticut, the 8th best pocket passing quarterback in the nation at the time, and this will be 2019 for his class. Rivals.com listed him as the best player in Connecticut and the fifth best quarterback in the nation. 24/7 Sports ranked him as the fifth best player in Connecticut and the third best quarterback in the nation. Consensus 4-star prospect. Played at Avon Old Farm School in Pierce Brennan. Played for 2 years in Harding High School in Bridgepoint and 2 years at Avon Old Farms Prep. For his high school career, he completed 339 of 556 passes for 5,224 yards and 46 touchdowns on 12 interceptions. Also had 300 rushes for 1,264 yards and 25 touchdowns, giving him a total of 6,492 yards of total offense and 71 total touchdowns. Now, I believe when I listened to Dabo Swinney talk about Taisun, he did not play. He had some times where he played in a 7-on-7. So this wasn't your typical type of 11-on-11. I may be wrong there, but I do believe that he wasn't playing a traditional type of football every single year while he was in high school. So that is also a different aspect of his game. But if you read those things, you kind of think, why isn't he getting a shot? I mean, height 6'3", weight 225. He is now a redshirt sophomore. Why isn't he getting an opportunity to see what he can do as a quarterback? I'm not saying as some package, RPO, run-only type option. When you're talking about the package that he was in versus Syracuse, it was DJ. It was a doubles. It was a spread offense, doubles on both sides, stacked. So tight end and then a wide receiver right behind the tight end, wide receiver on the right side, and then DJ behind the wide receiver on the right side. So, and then to his left, you had Kobe Pace. And I'll put the picture up. I'll put the play up so you can see it. But if you're a defense, if you're Syracuse, if you're a fan, you're thinking, nobody's going to throw it to DJ. I've never seen this year at all anybody throw the ball to DJ. He's obviously not fast enough to even be a threat in the running game. As a quarterback in the RPO, he would not be a threat as an outside wide receiver. So the right side of the ball is gone in that play, in that package. The left side would be one where you would possibly do a dump off to the left side wide receiver, which is sort of what they set up for, like a wide receiver bubble screen. Or you would do an RPO, which they also had in the same play, where they were going to run it to the running back or Taisun was going to take it. Now, he did. He took it. He got 2 yards. He didn't get the first down. Now, if you go back and look at the play, if he would have given it to the running back, that running back probably would have got the first down. It just seems like there was a hole opening up there. It's debatable, I know. But that was the only play he had for the rest of the game. Now I know there's a big debate over whether or not you should keep him in the game or not, or whether or not you should use a backup quarterback. How will that negatively impact DJ Uiagalelei? Well, it could wake him up, but it also could force him to transfer. Then you now are down to only one quarterback who is halfway through recovering, in my opinion, completely recovering from torn Achilles. And you don't want to have someone feel like they need to be transferring out. But, I mean, I feel like you also can't be afraid of players' decisions. You have to let things happen, and you have to give other people opportunities. I would like to see Taisun get some more opportunities out there and see what he can do. I don't think that DJ is a lost cause. I do think DJ is the best option as far as an arm goes, as far as his potential to take this team to the next level. But he's obviously struggling to reach his potential. He's struggling to get on the same page, and everybody else seems to be as well. Maybe it would just amplify all the other problems. Maybe that's what Dabo and them are saying, is that it would just amplify all the other problems. But I will say this, though. When you look back at his comments, when you look back at Tony Elliott's statement, I do feel like that you can't disrupt what DJ is doing, especially if you feel like he is keeping the time of possession going and you feel like that you can win the game with him. But I will say on the other end, I would like to see more than kind of a one-and-done package that you never use again for the rest of the game. I would like to see Taisun get out there, maybe have a couple more plays, maybe have an entire series just to rotate it up, just to freshen it up and see what happens. Hey, worst thing could happen is you go 3 and out, and that's what you're already doing anyways. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree? Do you completely disagree? I'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to check out the live show Thursday night, 7 p.m.